Invitational Classic. This afternoon we're going to have the Lady Antlers of Deer Creek take on the Stillwater Lady Pioneers. Scheduled game time is for 4:30, and we are prepping for the introduction of the starting lineups. The Lady Pioneers came off a win yesterday on Thursday by defeating Heritage Hall, and your own Lady Antlers lost a tough one yesterday to the Glenpool Warriors, losing by 3, 47-44. However, they played much, much better and have shown improvement all year long. Coach Heinen is doing a fantastic job of keeping these girls positive, keeping these girls in a learning mode. They're getting better and better every game. And we'll see what they can do today against a very stout, very sturdy Stillwater team. So we're set for the introductions and the starting lineups for Stillwater. Number 12, Jaden Mason. Number 15, Aspen Clarkson. Ciasia McFadden will be starting. J.C. Crawford, 6'2", junior. Janiah Williams, number 24, will start. She's just a freshman. So we got Jaden Mason, senior. Aspen Clarkson, sophomore. Ciasia McFadden, a junior. J.C. Crawford, a junior. And Janiah Williams, a freshman. Introducing the Deer Creek Lady Antlers, Morgan Massey. She'll be starting. Number 2, Imani Cujo. Number 11, Brianne Pearson. Number 12, Ava Ferris, who's had a really, really solid season so far. And number 31, Emily Smith. That's your starting lineups for the Deer Creek Lady Antlers. Morgan Massey, Imani Cujo, Brianne Pearson, Ava Ferris, and Emily Smith. A very experienced officiating crew out there on the floor for the second to last game on the second day of the Bruce Gray Deer Creek Classic. All 3 officials have experience with the state tournament, have been in state tournaments, so coaches can at least relax and know that they've got some experience out there. Tip comes out, goes right to Stillwater, Lady Pioneers, in an unusual uniform, black and pink it looks like. Number 12, Jaden Mason is the point guard, and 21, Ciasia McFadden loses control, goes out of bounds. Deer Creek will take the basketball. Morgan Massey heading up the floor. She'll be running the point, kicks it over to Brianna Pearson. Brianna loses control right into Morgan's hands, but she can't finish. She fumbled the ball down right by the basket. Stillwater in transition. Over to number 15, Aspen Clarkson. Shot goes up, no good. Ferris with the rebound. He's been a solid rebounder all season for the Lady Antlers. Ball comes over to Emily Smith, who kicks it in to Ava. Ava looking outside, nobody there. Back out to Smith. Smith kicks it over to Massey. Looks like they're going to reset. Cudjoe goes strong to the basket, goes up, can't quite get it to fall. Number 15 on the rebound. Aspen Clarkson, she loses control of it and ends up traveling. So a couple turnovers for Stillwater to start the game. Massey brings it across the timeline to Pearson. Pearson was in a lot of foul trouble yesterday. Struggled to stay on the floor with the foul trouble. Leading scorer yesterday was Kobe Smith, who had a really nice game. Ferris goes strong to the hoop. Can't go, gets her own rebound. Can't score. That's 2 rebounds already for Ferris. She couldn't get the 2 shots right there at point blank range to fall. Massey set to put it in. Here comes Ferris on the left side, wide open, she scores. Nice assist by Morgan Massey. Looked like we had it and then lost it. Both Ferris and Massey had it and then didn't come up with it. So there's a reset here for Stillwater. Number 24, Janiah Williams with the basketball. She kicks it over to number 12, Jaden Mason. Looks like Stillwater head coach didn't like what she was seeing, so she's going to call a timeout. Real quick timeout, 30-second. Kind of reset, get her girls on the same page as she is. Trying to get her to understand what she wants them to do. Early on, Deer Creek leads 2-0. Coach Heinen ready to break with her crew. Asia McFadden puts the ball in play. Number 12, Jaden Mason is the point guard. Nice play by Ferris. Trying to keep the ball in front, but she's going to foul. Be her first team. Number 15, Aspen Clarkson, will go to the free throw line for 2. Clarkson hits the first to get Stillwater on the board. 2-1, Deer Creek leads. 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Can't get the second. Cudjoe there for the rebound. Massey brings the ball up. Kicks it over to Pearson over on the left side. Ball's knocked loose, but Pearson comes back and it is fouled apologetically by number 21, Asia McFadden. Ball will be put on the sideline here. Pearson left a little skin on the floor there. She's okay though, walking it off. Massey brings the ball across the court, across the timeline, excuse me. She's going to get a ball screen from Cudjoe and a ball screen from Ava. She's going to take the step back. Going to be blocked. Number 21 with the rebound. Asia McFadden, skip pass over to Janiah Williams, who pulls up, takes a nice shot. Can't get it. Rebound number 22. Aspen Clarkson threw up a prayer and it hits off the backboard and it goes in for a 3-pointer. 4-2 Stillwater with 4:58 to go in the first quarter. We have a turnover. And quickly, Kobe Smith comes in the game for Brianna Pearson, who is still a little banged up from the hard fall she took at about half court a couple of possessions ago. Deer Creek looking to press a little bit. Cudjoe tries to cut off number 12, Mason. Good trap. Number 24. Another 2. We have an 8-2 game as Ava loses control of it. Williams again comes up with the loose ball. And Stillwater is on a roll with their defensive pressure. McFadden kicks it down to 22. 22 kicks it back out to 15. Wide open on the 3. But Cudjoe comes down with the rebound. Deer Creek is reset. Emily Smith with the basketball, back out to Cudjoe. Turns the ball over. The steal by number 21, Asia McFadden. Ball goes out of bounds Stillwater basketball. Mason with the basketball, kicks it into number 24. Nice shot. Janiah Williams scores her 4th point of the game, and it's 10-2. Stillwater leads with 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. Deer Creek got off to a 2-0 start and has seen Stillwater rattle off 10 in a row, basically off of turnovers and with the pressure defense. Starters all remain the same except for Kobe Smith, who's come in for Brianna Pearson. Skip pass over to Massey. Massey looks to drive. She's cut off by Mason. Ferris takes a nice long jumper, and it goes in. So Ferris has all 4 points for the Lady Antlers, and Morgan Massey has assisted on both of those. Siaja McFadden overthrew Aspen Clarkson, goes over her head. Clarkson will have a seat. And number 11, Kristen Harlan will come in for the Lady Pioneers. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, 10-4. Stillwater leads here in the second round of the Bruce Gray Classic. We have a jump ball here. Deer Creek possession. Cujo will be putting the ball in play. Ball goes to Massey up top. Skips it over to Kobe Smith, who's looking to penetrate. She's going to be cut off. They double team her. Nice steal by Mason. Mason's pushing the ball up the floor in transition. She loses control of it. Morgan comes up with the steal, and we're going to have another jump ball, and this one's going to go to Stillwater. Nice defense there by Massey to slow the ball down and then come up and knock it loose. Mason takes the ball up top, kicks it over to McFadden. The corner, number 11, Harlan, who just came in the game, rebound Kobe Smith. She gets it over to Cudjoe. Smith again looking. Boy, they're all over Smith. Cudjoe takes a shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound number 24, Williams for the Pioneers. She takes it all the way. Good block shot by Ava Ferris. Nicely done. Ferris swings it over to Massey. Massey drives, and her shot's going to be blocked. Goes out of bounds off of Stillwater. Still Deer Creek's basketball. 1:50 to go in the first quarter. 10-4, Stillwater leads. Massey lobs it into Cudjoe. She looks to go strong. Good double again by Mason. Good defense there. Mason comes up with the rebound. She drives all the way to the rim, can't get it. Stripped by number 31, Emily Smith. And it goes off her leg, off, I believe that was number 11, Harlan's leg. So it'll be Deer Creek's ball turned over. Number 21, Siaja McFadden just hits a three and pushes the lead to 13-4. With a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Smith gets the basket. Can't seem to connect with the easy shot. Takes a tougher shot, can't get it. She's got a rebound out of that though, but misses 2 point-blank shots. We're gonna have a block. Looks like we're gonna have a foul on Imani Cudjoe. We're gonna count the basket. The basket went, so Janiah Williams will get 2 + 1. That's Cudjoe's first. Coach Heinen was Coach Heinen doesn't think the ball went in, but it did. Williams makes the free throw, and it's 16-4.
Stillwater foul, number 11, Crystal Harper. That's her first. 17 foul.
Yeah, where Coach Heinen looks like she's going to get a warning because she's pretty much convinced that ball did not go in, but it in fact did. She's getting wrong intel over there on the bench. Nicely done there by the Lady Antlers as they break the press. Nice move. Ferris comes in with the rebound. She can't get it to fall. Nice drive by Emily Smith. Couldn't get the ball to fall. Rebound by Ferris, and she couldn't get the ball to fall. So a little tough shooting luck here. It'll remain Stillwater's ball with 45.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. 16-4, Stillwater leading. Fadden gets it over to Williams. Williams over to Mason. Mason back to Williams. She hits, and I'm telling you, Janiah Williams is a player. She has 9 of the 18 points for Stillwater. Stillwater I knew was going to be a tough draw for our girls, but they are really flexing their muscles right now. Siaja McFadden comes in with the foul there. Good job by the Lady Antlers of using the pass to break the press. Massey takes a deep three, can't get it to go. Rebound Mason, she kicks it ahead to 24. Williams, who has been the hot hand, she can't get that one to go. Rebound Cudjoe. 10 seconds to go. Here comes Kobe. She's going to look like she might want it to go to the rim, but pulls back. Kobe takes a three, can't get it. Rebound number 22, J.C. Crawford. And that will be an end to the first quarter. Not a really great start for our girls, trailing 18-4, but they've had a lot of shooting bad luck, missing some point-blank shots right there by the rim that had they gone in, we have a more competitive game. Turned the ball over a couple times in transition, but so far they've been playing pretty solid defense and definitely getting their share of rebounds. Monty Cudjoe already has three rebounds. Kobe Smith has 3 rebounds, as does Ava Ferris, 3 rebounds and a block shot. Ferris has all 4 of the Deer Creek points. Janiah Williams, though, for Stillwater, she's been the story so far. 9 points to lead the all scorers and obviously her team. Siaja McFadden has 5 with a 3-pointer, and Aspen Clarkson has a 3-pointer, which was more like a wish and a prayer as it went off the backboard. She has 4 points. So coming in for the Pioneers, you'll have, looks like Williams is back out. Crawford is back out. Mason, the point guard, is out. Mackenzie Martin will be checking in. 0-0. And Clarkson is back in. For the Lady Antlers, we have Allison Flowers checking in the game. She's in for Imani Cudjoe. Nice pass to Ava Ferris. Emily Smith with a nice assist there as she drove. Mason kicks it out to Williams, who's way outside, not looking to shoot from there. At least we assume that. It's like Jenna Brunker is in the game also for Stillwater, number 13. Stillwater will retain the ball off the deflection. Number 15, Clarkson, will be putting the ball in play. Good defense by the ladies as Mason gets control of it. Brunker takes it and kicks it over to Martin. Back out to Williams. Williams kicks it over to Clarkson. Coach is calling out a play for him. Looks like Williams is looking for a drive, doesn't get it. Almost a steal by Kobe Smith. 3-pointer by number 15, Aspen Clarkson. She hits that one like she knew what she was doing. Nice shot. The score goes up to, balloons up to 21-6 with 7 minutes to go until halftime. Ball kicked over to number 31, Emily Smith. She finds Ava again on the same cut from the basket. She misses. The 24, Williams gets the rebound. Kicks it up. Mason has the basketball on the right wing. They reset. 21-6, 6:39 to go in the half. Williams takes a deep three. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound. Number 25, Allison Flowers, pulls the board there. Smith drives. She's wide open, but is blocked by number 13, Jenna Brunker. Ferris gets the loose ball. Ball will go out of bounds, deflected off of Stillwater. Brianna Pearson comes in, and she's going to check in for Ferris, who's had a very productive day so far. 3 rebounds and 6 points. Flowers throws the ball in. Check that. Ferris is still in the game. Makes a nice move to the left. And scores. She has 8 points. And number 31, Emily Smith, took the breather as Brianna Pearson comes back in. Great defense there by Massey. She deflects the ball out of bounds, pressuring Brunker there. Martin will come out, and 22, J.C. Crawford, will come back in for Stillwater. 6 minutes to go till halftime. 21-8. Stillwater leads. They leave Clarkson wide open out there. She misses. We had the girl boxed out, but it looks like it went off our hands as it tumbled out of bounds. Smith looks to recover. Mason looks to drive, kicks it out. Clarkson this time drives rather than shoots, and she's going to be fouled. Looks like the foul will be on Allison Flowers. It'll be her first, 13th foul. Aspen Clarkson will shoot 2. She makes the first for her 8th point. She's hit 2 threes. And she makes that one. She has 9 points to go along with Janiah Williams. They both have 9 to lead their team. Colby loses control of the basketball. Turnover. Mason converts that to 2 points. It's her first 2 points of the game. Rebound by Clarkson. That's her second rebound. Williams pulls up at the elbow. A little Russell Westbrook move there. Sorry for you guys that are bitter about Russell not being with the Thunder anymore, but that was textbook Russell right there, pulling up at the elbow. Ferris has the basketball, high post. She's going to hand it off to Kobe Smith, who is looking to drive. She's got a lot around her. Can't get the ball to go in. Rebound Clarkson, her third. Mason brings the ball up. Kicks it out to Janiah Williams, who's had a really good first quarter, quiet second quarter. Clarkson's been making all the noise for the Pioneers here in the second quarter. Reset as the ball goes to Brunker, who takes a long three. Can't get anything to go. Ferris comes up with the turnover there. Massey tries to get the ball into Kobe Smith, and it will go out of bounds. Haley Van Dorn's going to sub for Kobe Smith, who will have a seat. She struggled just a little bit here in this game, not having the room to do things like she did yesterday, that's for sure. Nice play, inbounds play. Ferris has the ball, goes inside out. Van Dorn with the basketball. Kicks it over to Ferris, and she's going to turn it over on a travel. 4 minutes, 9 seconds to go until halftime. 25-8, Stillwater in control. Taking advantage of three-pointers and some turnovers in transition to take the big lead over your Lady Antlers. Williams takes a deep three, goes off the front of the rim. Wow, Pearson had her blocked out, looks like. And we have a turnover. Looks like Pearson had good rebounding position. Couldn't come down with it because the girl jumped on her back, but there was no call. Life of basketball Not everything is called, and some things are called that shouldn't be. Nice move by number 15, Aspen Clarkson. She gets to the rim, comes up with her 11th point, 27-8. Turnover. It's like a steal by Janiyah Williams. Rebound by Allison Flowers. She kicks it out to Morgan, who takes it down the left side. 3:20 to go in the first half, 27-8. Inside to Ferris. Ferris back out to Massey. Massey to Pearson at the top of the key. She's going to take a three, and it's not going to go. Rebound, Clarkson. That's her 4th. And number 11, Kristen Harlan makes her first 2 points of the game. Timeout, Deer Creek. And we're going to have a full timeout here. As the score as we go into this timeout is 29-8. Stillwater here on the second day of the Bruce Gray Classic. Deer Creek versus Stillwater. The winner of this game will play tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock in the championship game. And it appears that maybe possibly the 12 o'clock game. Not sure. It's not really showing what the loser of this game, when they will play tomorrow. Looking at the brackets here. I'll try to get that information to you. So if you want to come out and support the Lady Antlers, love to have you. So a little bit of shell shock on the part of the Lady Antlers as they came out and took a 2-point lead at 2-0. And ever since then, it's been all Stillwater. Deer Creek hasn't helped themselves with a lot of missed shots that maybe they probably should have made. Massey deep from the corner, shoots the three, can't get it to go. Rebound Clarkson. And we're going to have a tussle underneath the basket and it's like a jump ball. Looks like the table was asking for clarification and it was indeed a jump ball. Good cut by number 10, Macy Streeter, who's in the game for the first time. Massey brings the ball up. Not a lot of lanes to drive. Stillwater's done a great job of clogging up the lane and keeping our girls from being able to penetrate, which is something they was able to do pretty well yesterday. But they are getting the ball to Ferris. Ferris takes another shot down low. It's blocked, goes out of bounds. Deer Creek basketball. Ferris has been the one bright spot so far with all 8 of Deer Creek's points. Plus, she's got 3 rebounds and a block shot. Ferris hands the ball off to Pearson. Pearson back out to Flowers. Again, they find Ferris down low. She's open all day long. She can't get that one to fall. That's been part of the problem. Rebound by Breon Pearson. And here we go. Van Dorn will take a 2. Rebound Massey, and she scores. Travel on Stillwater. Got Kobe Smith coming in for Morgan, who just scored her first 2 points of the game. And we have a new player in for Stillwater. It's like 0-0. Mackenzie Martin came back in. Cudjoe with the basketball. She's going to drive baseline. It looks like she's ridden out of bounds, but nope, they're going to say she was out of bounds first. Minute 20 to go until halftime. 29-10. Stillwater leads. So Cudjoe stepped out of bounds before she was forced out of bounds with the contact. Number 10, Macy Streeter, bringing the ball up. Comes the ball to the corner to Martin. Martin back out to McFadden. McFadden will take a deep three. She misses. And Kobe comes down with the rebound. That's her 4th rebound of the day. She goes all the way to the rim, gets her own rebound off the block shot. Back out to Pearson for 3, and she hits. Anna Pearson hits a big 3. 3rd assist there for Kobe Smith, who got her own rebound on the block shot. Spin move there by Clarkson. She gets her rebound and can't come up with it. We're going to have a foul on, looks like it's going to be on Mackenzie Martin. 4th team foul, 29-13 with 25 seconds to go until halftime. Girls are making a little bit of a surge here, playing a little bit better. 15 seconds to go. Kobe's looking to probe. She is in trouble and turns the ball over. Steal by number 21, Siaja McFadden. Kick it out to number 11. Kristen Harlan misses the three-pointer, and that will bring us to halftime. Lady Antlers are trying to hang around. They trail by 16 going into halftime, 29-13. We're going to take a quick break, and we hope to have boys head coach Mike Donnelly here for a short interview. We'll be back with you guys in just a moment. This is Deer Creek Basketball, brought to you by Antler Vision.
Dreams. Whether your dream is a new home, a new business, or life well lived, realizing a dream is neither accidental nor static. We believe investing in dreams is more than a nice idea. We believe you deserve a financial partner who believes in you. Brought to you by Kirkpatrick Bank. Home loans, business banking, wealth management, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit us at kirkpatrickbank.com.
Hello, sweet babies. Welcome to your new home. You have changed our life, and you may even change the world. And because of you, 2021 is the best year ever. Mercy has helped moms deliver babies for nearly 200 years. To find out how to welcome your baby at Mercy, visit mercy.net/Oklahoma Baby.
joined here at halftime with the head boys basketball coach, Mike Donnelly. Coach, first of all, great tournament. Always has been a great tournament. It's been around for forever. I can remember this tournament being strong back in the 90s, a long time ago, probably before you were born. But anyways,
I remember you were part of it back in the day. You've been here on the sideline.
We've had some good memories here. I've had some good memories in this tournament. It was always a great barometer going into the last third of the season. So my question to you is, January is that time where leaders always talk about the state of the union. The president will give his message, whatever. What's the state of the team?
Just kind of like you alluded to, this is the time of year you want to be playing your best basketball, and I think we're getting there for sure. We've got a pretty good senior class, a strong senior class of 4 leaders that Cam, Derek, Max, and Owen. All year they've been kind of our steady hand, and they're playing some good basketball, and we're bringing along some young guys as well. Hudson Linsenmeyer had a great night last night. CD, Clyde Davis is doing a good job, and injuries and things like that and some other circumstances, we've got some younger guys too that are stepping in, Kamarian Turner and Kai Kugel, and we've got some other guys that are starting to step up, getting them reps, and this is a great experience for them. We'd love to have a full varsity load, but even our JV guys in the tournament are doing some good things and playing some good basketball. They're competing hard, so it's starting to click. I'm pleased with what I've seen so far.
So you mentioned the Turner and Kugel, is that correct? They're new faces since the last time we've done a broadcast. Because we did, our last broadcast was in December, so they're new additions. The core seems to be that solid senior class. And I tell you one thing, I've been impressed all year with the sophomore, Hudson Linsenmeyer. Talk to me a little bit about Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson, he played for us last year as a freshman, got some spot minutes early on, and then really kind of came into his own a little bit, even a little bit before playoffs. This time last year started really doing some nice things. He's got a great understanding of the game. His IQ's probably one of the best we have in the whole program. He passes and sees the floor well, and he shoots it really well.
Yeah, he does.
That big shot, that big 3, and the second overtime last night.
Oh, my goodness.
Really kind of, I think, turned the tide.
It really did. I thought he was the key because he got in foul trouble in the first half, and you guys got down.
Yeah.
Once he came back in the third quarter, things started clicking again, and then he has to sit again because he picked up his third, I believe, and sat for a while, and then they came back, and it was just kind of seesaw there, but he seemed to me last night to be the key. Now,
sure,
Lasky was awesome. Did a lot of really good things. Cunningham hits the big 3.
Yep.
There was a lot of good things that happened last night. Heritage played and made some clutch baskets. It seems like that's been what's happening to you all year is the other team just seems to be playing out of their mind when they play against you guys.
For some reason, I don't know. People are circling us on their schedule, I guess. I don't know, but we've been getting everybody's best look, and but that's been good for us. We've been in
really good,
a lot of tight ball games, and we were fortunate, I think, to learn some of the lessons being in those tight ball games to come out and when the number 5 hits that contested 3. Yeah. When we thought maybe we had it wrapped up.
Well, he was out in the orbit land. He was way back there.
It was a tough shot, great shot. He made some big shots against Memorial earlier in the other semifinal, and guys could have hung their heads thinking that we had it, but they responded the right way, and I think that's a testament to who we have and their character. But the lessons that we've learned in some tough games that we'd love to have back, but hopefully it made us better. And being in a good tournament like this, hopefully we use that to our advantage tonight and hopefully tomorrow as well.
So Midwest City coming up. How do you feel about them? I know they've always been an up-tempo, high-pressure basketball team that very athletic.
Absolutely, and it'll be more of the same. And fortunately, we were in a game like that on Tuesday night at Moore, a team that's similar in style that likes to pressure you, likes to be physical. Midwest City's got number 4 inside. He'll be a load. Number 30 as well around the rim. So it'll be another night where we got to control the glass and give our best effort there and handle their pressure. And I think we can, and we execute and make good decisions. I think we'll be in good shape.
Fine. Yeah, I agree. It looks good for you. I was talking to one of your assistants, and he said, we can contain the transition and not turn it over from their pressure. And I said, yeah, I mean, just trip them a lot, I guess, if you have to.
Yeah. On paper, we know what we got to do. It's just about
it's a matter of
now.
executing. And the good thing is you got a lot of seniors, and there's a lot of stability there, and they know what's going on. So thanks for joining me, bud. I appreciate it. Good luck
Always.
to you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for what you guys do. And Antler Vision, you guys are great, and appreciate your all support.
Well, we'll continue to keep trying to do our job, and you guys just keep on bringing that great basketball that we've been enjoying so far this year, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
We're getting ready for the second half, about 40 seconds before we go to second half of the Stillwater Deer Creek Lady Antler game. Our Lady Antlers trail 16, 29-13. It's been a good game for Ava Ferris, who has 8 points. Brianna Pearson has hit a 3. She's got 3 total points, and Morgan Massey has got 2 points for the Lady Antlers 13. On the other end, though, Aspen Clarkson has 11 points, and Janiyah Williams has 9 to lead the Lady Pioneers, who have pretty much controlled this game since about midway through the first quarter. Looking forward to the boys' game against Midwest City. That will be a tussle for sure. Contrast in styles. Midwest City has traditionally always been a very good team. They are not quite the team that they've been in the past. Got a few more losses on their resume than they probably are used to, but Deer Creek has a few more losses than they're used to as well. Close losses, overtime losses to, say, Southmore at the beginning of the year, a game that they surely could have won. So it'll be a great game. Here we are, ready to check in. Ferris takes the ball coming in from Imani Cudjoe, and here we go. Massey kicks it over there to Pearson. Pearson back up to Cudjoe, who takes a 3. Can't get it to fall, goes out of bounds. It'll be Stillwater basketball. Looks like the starting lineup is the same for the Lady Antlers and for the Pioneers. As Mason brings the ball up, Williams with the basketball on the wing. Now over to Clarkson on the other wing. Back to Clarkson. She kicks it inside to number 22, J.C. Crawford, and she's going to be fouled. Ava Ferris picks up her second foul as 22 Crawford will look to break into the scoring column with her first 2 free throws. She makes the first. This is the second, but we're going to have a violation, lane violation on Ferris, it looks like. So Crawford will get another shot at the second free throw. She hits to pull the score up to 31-13. Massey pushes the ball at the floor with the dribble. Nice job. Pearson goes strong to the hole, has it stripped from her by Mason. Mason kicks the ball up the floor to Williams, who misses, and he'll go out of bounds, and it'll remain Stillwater's basketball. Nice transition by both sides there. Massey pushed the ball up hard, and then Stillwater in return pushed it back up. We're going to have a jump ball. Pearson ties him up. Stillwater will remain in possession. Number 21, McFadden, will put the ball in play. She goes to the corner to Williams, back to McFadden, who's on the left side. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, 31-13 Stillwater. Mason with the basketball on the right wing. Back out to Mason, who's wide open. Takes the shot off the front of the rim. Rebound, number 22, Crawford. Mason at the top, back over to McFadden. Looks like they're being very, very patient. Pioneers not in a hurry. Ball to Clarkson, who drives baseline, and she will score. Aspen Clarkson with her 13th point. Massey kicks it up to Smith, who misses her 3. Clarkson now with the basketball. She kicks it over to 21, McFadden. McFadden back to Clarkson. Mason with the basketball. Now back to Clarkson. Again, they slow it down, establishing the pace and the tempo, making Deer Creek chase. Williams kicks it in there to number 22. Crawford. Crawford gets her rebound. It's to Clarkson again for another 2 points. Another turnover plaguing the Lady Antlers here with 5:40 to go, 35-13. Nice play by Ferris, who steals the basketball. Tries to get it to, and she does, finally over to number 31, Emily Smith. Massey pushes the ball up hard again, makes a nice hesitation move, goes strong to the basket. We're going to have a foul. Number 22, J.C. Crawford with her first foul, first team foul here in the third quarter, second half. Morgan Massey on the line and gets that one to fall. She has 3 points with 3 assists and 2 rebounds so far this afternoon. Makes the second. Crawford down low, put Williams at the high post. Mason with the basketball. Williams now kicks out to the right side. Clarkson wide open outside. And we're going to have a timeout before the shot was taken by Stillwater. Again, coach is going to try to reset him to get him on the same page as she wants him to be doing. 30-second timeout, 35-15, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And so far it's been the Janiah Williams, Aspen Clarkson show. Aspen Clarkson just a sophomore, Janiah Williams just a freshman, and they are carrying this Lady Stillwater, Lady Pioneer team. Clarkson with 15 points. Janiah Williams still at 9. All 9 of those points came early in the first quarter. Deer Creek is led by Ava Ferris with her 8 points, 3 rebounds on a block shot. Morgan Massey with 4, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Kobe Smith has been shut out so far, but she has 4 rebounds. Ball's going to be put in play by Stillwater. Kicks it out to Mason. Over to Williams, back to Mason. Nice play to get Williams the basketball, but she shuffled her feet there when she caught it. She turned it over. Nice setup, nice play by Stillwater coming out of that timeout to get Williams the basketball, but she just shuffled her feet. Kind of a blitz there by the Stillwater top 2 guards. Cudjoe goes strong to the basket, can't seem to get it to go. The 22 with the rebound, Crawford. That's her 6th rebound. Takes the shot from the free throw line, can't get it to go, and Pearson comes down with the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball. Kobe Smith and Allison Flowers to check in for Pearson and Cudjoe. So Flowers gets the ball in to Massey. Massey will bring the ball up. Got Pearson and Smith on the wings. Back over to Flowers. Flowers finds Massey on the baseline. She takes the shot. Won't go. Again, Crawford there for the rebound. She is owning the glass here in the second half. Clarkson with the basketball. She's going to drive. Has the ball stripped. Kobe comes up with the rebound. She pulls up. Nice little mid-range shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Williams. Her 3rd. A loose ball in the paint. Gets back out to Williams, who's open for the 3, and she knocks it down. So Williams gets back in the scoring action with the big 3-pointer right there. 38-15, 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Ferris drives, kicks it out to Flowers, and she is not going to be able to get to it. Steal and miss. Ciaja McFadden misses that shot. She's a junior. Drive to the basket by Pearson. She can't get the ball to go in. Loose ball. Again, McFadden comes up with the loose ball in transition. She finds Mason. Mason will shuffle her feet, apparently. A little up and under. Guess she moved her pivot foot. So Kobe's going to come back out, number 24.
For Deer Creek, number 31, Emily Smith.
Number 24, Kaylee Steele, is in the game now. Massey kicks it to Steele. Steele kicks it back out. Steele looking to drive. Nice to Ferris. Can't get it. Ferris gets her own rebound. Goes up. Steele gets the rebound. So a couple offensive rebounds to see if this prolonged possession will bear fruit, and it does, as Allison Flowers gets her first 2 points of the game. 38-17, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Actually, 2:09 to go in the third quarter. Number 11, Kristen Harlan takes a deep three. She misses. Rebound 31, Emily Smith. Here we go. Nice cut by Steele, but it's going to go off her fingertips. Out of bounds. Steele is just a freshman. The coach going deep into her bench, bringing Steele into the game. Corner three by Mackenzie Martin. Kristen Harlan scores and is fouled. Allison Flowers picks up her second. And Harlan makes good on the bonus free throw. 41-17, 1:26 to go in the third quarter. Stillwater's consistency has been the difference in this game. Been able to control the tempo, and Coach Heinen's going to call a timeout as her freshman got caught on the baseline in a trap. And she'll take a 60-second timeout. We're going to take a quick break here. This is Deer Creek basketball brought to you by Antler Vision. And we're back. Day 2 of the Bruce Gray Deer Creek Invitational Tournament here at the campus, on the campus at Deer Creek High School at the Pack Center. Beautiful facility here. But the Lady Antlers are not having much fun right now, trailing 41-17 with 1:13 to go in the third quarter. Stillwater has controlled the game pretty much from the beginning. Got some substitutions in for Stillwater. We'll get to them in just a moment. Nice play to Ferris, and one. Great pass by number 25. Allison Flowers with the pass, and Ava finishes and will shoot a bonus. The basketball. Can't seem to get that 5 count called on her. She is guarding her closely, though. Harlan with the shot, 31 with the rebound. That's Emily Smith with the rebound. That's her second rebound. She pushes the ball up the floor to Streeter. Streeter's going to drive baseline, pull up short, has it blocked. Rebound by 00, Mackenzie Martin for her first rebound. Harlan goes up, she misses. 31 with the rebound again. Emily Smith with another rebound. 41-20 with 20 seconds to go here. Flowers with the basketball. Good cut by Steele to the basket. She can't get that to finish. Can't get it to go. Rebound to number 20, Sydney Cisneros. Number 11, Kristen Harlan scores. Cisneros. So 43-20 at the end of the third quarter, as Stillwater remains more than just an arm's length away. Lady Antlers played a better quarter that one, but still not able to make up any ground. We're going to take a quick break here. Again, this is the Bruce Gray Classic here with Deer Creek Basketball, brought to you by Antler Vision. And we're back. Deer Creek Basketball brought to you by Antler Vision. Antler Vision is the student-led, student-run broadcast team that's actually it's a classroom. It's a class here at Deer Creek High School, video and broadcasting class. Instructor is Janet Harris, and they have been bringing you these streams for past several years. Here we go, starting the fourth quarter. Number 10, Macy Streeter, in for Mason now. She's going to drive and get the shot and score. So Streeter's on the board with her first 2 points. Janiyah Williams, check that, Aspen Clarkson leads the Lady Pioneers with 15. Janiyah Williams has 12. Coach is using most of her bench right now. Kobe Smith comes up with the rebound. She drives hard, goes to the rim. Can't get it to go. Ferris with the rebound. She can't get it to go. Smith picks up another rebound, but we can't get the ball to go in. Steele with the three-pointer. She can't get it. Number 13, Jenna Brunker with her first rebound of the game. She's pushing the ball up the floor. 45-20, 7:18 to go in the game. Steele is pressuring Brunker pretty hard, and it goes out of bounds off of Steele, the freshman. Brunker's a senior. Ferris is going to have a seat as Cudjoe comes back in the game. Ferris has been on fire today. 11 points. 11 of the 20 points has belonged to number 12. Jenna Brunker hits her first basket of the day. It's a three-pointer to extend the lead to 48-20. Brunker's a senior. Gets the ball into Flowers, and she's shoved underneath as she goes up for the shot. Flowers will come back to the free throw line. Or actually, it'll be her first trip to the free throw line. 6:47 to go, 48-20. Stillwater leads your Lady Antlers. Ball goes in and out. So Morgan Massey comes back in the game, as well as Haley Van Dorn. Steele will have a seat along with Pearson, or check that, Emily Smith. They're going pretty small here as Flowers misses both free throws. Number 20, Sydney Cisneros, hits her first basket of the game, and it's a three-pointer, and it's 51-20. A lot of these are obviously bench players that the bench is very excited to see them score. We're going to have a scuffle down low for a loose basketball, and it's going to go back to Deer Creek, trailing 51-20 with 6:22 to go. Another tough luck shot there by Allison Flowers. It goes, good look, but couldn't quite get it to go. Cudjoe with the rebound. It's her fourth. Van Dorn gets it again to Allison. Allison again can't get it to go. Been tough like that all day long for the Lady Antlers. They've been close, in close, opportunities to score, and I just think they're rushing it a little bit, trying to get it to the rim before it gets blocked. I don't know, with the pressure that's on them to score when they get an open look like that. There's been at least a dozen of those today that have been within scoring range that they made yesterday that they're not quite connecting on today. So the score here in the fourth quarter is 51-20. As the Stillwater coaching staff is asking one of the officials a question. Coach Heinen continues to coach and try to encourage her girls despite the disappointing results. .553 to go in the fourth quarter, and Stillwater will be set to put the ball in play. Streeter with the basketball. She gets the ball to number 3, Christiana Harlan. Flowers with the rebound. And Kobe's going to turn it over on a walk. .25 Kara Brown for Stillwater's in the game now. She's been in the game for a while, just haven't had a chance to let you know. Loose ball, looks like the ball's going to be tapped out of bounds off of Stillwater. Jada Ware is also in the game for Stillwater. And Cudjoe gets the ball to Van Dorn. Van Dorn gets it back out to Massey. Back to Cudjoe at the free throw line. Wide open. Nice assist by Massey. Monty Cudjoe finally breaks into the scoring column today with her first 2 points, 51-22. 5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Streeter with the ball. She's going to drive baseline, kick it over to the other baseline. This shot. And off of Imani Cudjoe, goes out of bounds. Cisneros took the shot from the baseline and missed. J.C. Crawford's going to come back in the game. Crawford has been all over the boards with 7 rebounds today. Check that. That's Jaylee Christensen, not number 22. So she's checking in for the first time, and she scores right off the bat. Her first 2 points, 53-22. Stillwater ahead with 4:27 to go. Kobe open on the left wing. Can't get it to go. Rebound number 20. Sydney Cisneros. Again, they get the ball to Jaylee Christian, who scores again for her 4th point. She's a 6'3" sophomore. Kara Brown, number 25, is also a sophomore. Imani steps on the baseline, goes out of bounds. We're going to have some more subs. Ava Ferris comes back in the game, as well as Breon Pearson, as Allison Flowers and Haley Van Dorn go have a seat with 3:56 to go in the game, 55-22. Lob pass into Christian. Ferris is there to block the shot. Nice block by Ava. Her second block of the game. Massey has the basketball now, kicks it over to Cudjoe. She goes and drives. Can't get it to go. Ferris with the rebound gets it over to Cudjoe again. 32 comes up with the rebound. Jada Ware scores. 57-22, 3:20 to go. Pearson takes a three-pointer. Rebound by Kobe. She gets the rebound. She drives, and she has her shot blocked by 23. Jaylee Christensen again, she's a 6'3" sophomore. Number 3, Christiana Harlan drives and gets her first 2 points of the game. 59-22 with less than 3 minutes to go in the game. Can't get the three ball to go like it did yesterday for the Lady Antlers. It hit a few threes yesterday, but can't get one to go. 23 Christian again, that's her 6th point of the game, and all's come in the last about minute and a half. She's come off the bench. 6'3" sophomore, we've talked about it. Ferris gets the ball down low, nice. She gets her own rebound, can't score. Rebound Christian. Christiana Harlan has the basketball. She kicks it out to 25. Rebound Kobe Smith. She has 7 rebounds on the day, but has been shut out from the scoring. And she was the leading scorer yesterday. Massey takes a 3, and she hits. Morgan Massey, it's her 7th point. Both Jessica and Allison Flowers comes in as Ava Ferris and Imani Cudjoe have a seat with a minute and a half to go in the game, 61-25. Nice block by number 45, Jessica Flowers. Ball will be put in bounds here. Looks like number 32, Ware, is going to put the ball in play. Kobe almost came up with her 8th rebound. But number 25 out-wrestled her for it in the loose ball. Christiana Harlan with the basketball. She's using that ball screen by Ware. She's going to go all the way to the rim, kick it out to number 25, Kara Brown, and she's going to hit her first basket of the game. Quick sub here for Deer Creek. Mackenzie Roberts, number 5, comes in the game for Kobe Smith. With less than a minute to go, it's mop-up time here, so let's get these girls in and see if they can't get a basket or two. Shot by Allison Flowers, goes off the back of the rim, goes out of bounds off of Stillwater. Jessica Flowers has the basketball, and she's going to be fouled by Christian, number 23, Jaylee Christian on the foul. That's just the 3rd team foul. There hasn't been very many fouls called in this second half. Been a very quiet second half as far as the whistles go. Rebound, Jessica Flowers. Massey kicks it out. Rebound number 25. Kara Brown, and we're going to have another jump ball. It'll be Stillwater's possession with 25.3 seconds to go in the game, 63-25. We wind down to the last 15 seconds in the game. Cisneros passes the ball over to Streeter. Streeter with the basketball. Check that. That's Harland. And that'll be the end of the basketball game. Stillwater will advance to the championship game tomorrow afternoon with a convincing 63-25 win over Your Lady Antlers. Tough break. Talked about this earlier. The girls really struggled to score from both outside and inside. And the point total will speak for itself there. Leading scorer, though, the bright spots were Ava Ferris, who had 11 points with 8 rebounds and 2 block shots, it appears. Leading rebounder, Kobe Smith, she had 8 rebounds, an assist and a steal. Morgan Massey had 7 points with 4 assists and 2 rebounds. So that was the bright spots for the Lady Antlers. Game was pretty much controlled by Stillwater from start to finish, but we're up for the boys basketball game coming up in just a little bit. We're going to take a break here. This is Deer Creek Basketball, brought to you by Antler Vision. We'll be right back.